So, Peter, I want to go back to where you started asking the questions. Do you want opportunity taken away from you, or do you want something taken away from you? I've tried to use that in conversations often with people on the left, and I've kind of said, if you worked hard for this, would you be fine with someone coming and taking this? And in almost every case, I think they've been trained. I think the left is ahead of us in knowing where we're going. They've been trained to say, well, if someone needs it more than me, that's fine. I'm like, really? So if you worked and you earned this, or you needed this, then you'd be okay with someone taking it. Like, yeah, they need it more than me. It's totally okay. So I agree with your premise, and as far as messaging, I think it'll work with the apolitical person. But with the people on the left that are into politics and have been trained by Soros groups and Clinton's groups and Obama's groups and Acorn and things like that, they're prepared for those questions and know how to answer and kind of disarm you. I mean, you can't really argue with someone when you say, would you be okay with someone coming into your house and stealing your stuff? And they say, yeah, sure. There's really, you
Where
can
I
call them
think where I think you're onto something there, Ryan. Where I think you're onto something there is if you phrase it about their children instead of themselves. You bought your kid a bike that they had earned through chores, and somebody takes it. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, that
I agree.
personalizes it,
I
and people are
honestly think
willing
they're
to make.
trained just to say yes, though. I think they're trained just to say yes to disarm, no matter what. I think they're lying. I mean, you're not okay with that if that were to really happen. You're going to say yes just to stop the argument. That's what all their tactics are, is to stop the argument.
There's one real. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, JD.
No, no, no. You, Andy, please. You have the expertise on this.
They fell for it. You do realize that I'm not a real person. I'm a voice that she's typing into this thing and making my voice come out. It's really, but that's what marriage is.
I
Anyway.
knew it. I knew she was the brains of the outfit.
Oh yeah.
You sound better than Siri, but anyway.
It's like I always tell people when I go speak. Cori is younger than me, better looking, smarter, more fun, has more friends, is better in every conceivable way. But honestly, I think I could have done better. That's what I think. But anyway, here's the problem. Your line of reasoning is fantastic, Peter. It is. Here's the problem with it. You're saying, how would you like it if someone took away your opportunity? The left has already conditioned. They know that that's a fantastic line of reasoning. And so here's what they've done. They've gotten a country hooked on security instead of opportunity. Okay? And so this is why I push, this thing that I call back in business. We've got to get people hooked on opportunity, get them back in the workplace, get them hooked. One big problem to me with conservatives is we don't believe in capitalism. And I hear back, what do you mean? We all believe in capitalism. No. You believe it works. You don't believe it sells. Give them.
Oh, that's rough but true.
Give them a taste of capitalism. Why are we not going into the inner cities with something like back in business, using these, having these welfare things, block granted estates, and going and saying, okay, you work 20 hours and we're going to place you in businesses in the area, and you're going to, and you guys, a lot of you here know the thing, I won't bore you with it, but, get them hooked on being needed every day, showing up to work and being needed and having people need you and looking forward to seeing you. Getting hooked on being productive and needed. That, you see, until then, they're hooked on security, and you say, how would you like your opportunity taken away? That's like saying, I don't even know, that's like saying to me, how would you like your feminine clothing taken away? Well, I don't wear that. I don't even know what that is, at least not often.
So in other words, I have to put it in terms that they understand rather than just a concept.
Well, and also you got to go to them and start, and we have to, as a movement, go to them and bring capitalism to them. Rand Paul tried to do this with enterprise zones, reviving those. I look at things like back in business. We have to go to them, otherwise we're just going to watch them be bussed to the voting precincts, blowing us away.
Yeah, and the other thing that came to mind when we were talking about all of this, and I was listening to what you all were saying, I used to work with high-risk youth in inner city Denver, like the worst part of town possible, drive-by shootings, bomb threats, you've got it. And one thing that I saw when I was down there is that they believe they don't have any opportunities. They believe all of those opportunities have not only been taken away, but are completely out of reach. And so you have to break through that wall too, because you have to explain to them, find out, like if you're trying to connect with their heart, find out what interests them. What is it? What is one of their dreams? What is something that they would like to accomplish? And then help them reach that goal. And then once they reach those little goals, they start to build self-esteem and confidence, and then they can reach forward for those opportunities.
We conservatives too often want, like I said last week, we describe conservatism as us being left alone. That's not conservatism. Conservatism is us reaching out. Conservatism is us reaching out, and do you just get excited by yourself excelling and succeeding, or do you get excited by others doing it?